Hi and welcome back to Larand Gaming, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Larand, and today we're gonna talk about this last update that came, I think it was like a little bit over a week ago. It contained a lot of things, and some of them, they're sort of a game changer for some people. Yeah, and we're gonna go straight into what actually happened. So it's gonna be quite a long list, because they did a lot of things in this patch. I think it's gonna be great to go through all these things, and one of those major things is gonna be the fish index. Yes, and then we had the first thing. Random part no longer appears below some boats. I'm not really sure what that meant. Apparently some random part was appearing underneath the boat, but I don't think I ever saw it. Or maybe I did, but I didn't really reflect on it. It's no longer appearing underneath the boat, so I guess that's great. And there was also something that was really annoying actually, and I noticed it affected a lot of players regardless level. So when you spawned a boat, most of the times I would say it really didn't work. So you didn't have this sail button and you couldn't stand or sit in the seats, meaning that the boat was kind of useless, and you had to find a new location and try to place the boat again to see if it was working, and if it wasn't, you had to just switch back and forth, and eventually you would find a position where you could actually use the boat. But not everyone knew this, so yeah, now that's been fixed, and I think that is awesome, because it shouldn't be like that, obviously. And then we had some grammar correction. Fish caught notification and sunken ship notification should now say "an" when necessary. So yeah, just a minor thing. Still important though that the grammar is correct. But it's been fixed. Awesome. And then we have some UFO battle ongoing outside here in Port Jackson. Alright. But there was some fixes on Raygan Jobs. First, we had... if you locked an item, if you had like a whale tooth, see if we check here, I have whale tooth, but if you locked it and unlocked it to return it to Raygan, it wasn't really working. It wasn't working at all, I should say. So the item became quite useless. This has now been fixed, and that's awesome. And then there was some Raygan Jobs related to ice from the cargo ship. That should be working now again. And there was some details regarding each task at Raygan that wasn't correct apparently, but that's been fixed. And they also made some conversation updates, and I think and I hope they have shortened the text. I know there was like 4 or maybe 5 rows of text, and when you were on a mobile it was quite hard to read this text. So hopefully that has been fixed. It looks good from here at least, so hopefully it will look even better on mobile. And then they mentioned this NextNeon game mode. That was something that was used if you saw my video when I got the green parrot. Then this NextNeon was used to determine who actually won the fishing competition. And maybe it's coming back, I'm not sure, I haven't really seen it in action. But if that's the case, if it's identical or slightly modified, I don't know. But it's a game mode, and that's interesting. And then we had boat animation, don't get stuck if boat is destroyed. I'm not sure if it's fully working. I believe Moby Wood destroyed my boat like a few days ago, and this animation wasn't really working. It got frozen in mid-air, but yeah, I'm not sure. But if it's fixed, then it's good. And we had the Kayak animation now work. Since I didn't use the Kayak, there's so many other boats that I prefer. But should be working. Let's see if we can sneak past the UFO. Yes. And I think this is working just fine. And yeah, if I have the torch I will rub it in my face. That's nice. But yeah, don't do what I do. Let's unequip that torch. Oh, take a look. We have a neon shark. Why not? We can... Oh yeah, there was something later in the notes regarding spears in water. Maybe we should try it out. Let's see. We have a shark. And yeah, we can actually throw a spear here in the water. Perfect. Really good. That was 2 sharks though. I wonder where the other one is. Let's see. Need to locate it. There we go. Should be down here somewhere. But this was actually very difficult to do. Because the spear got stuck in the water. But yeah, really looks like it's working very well right now. So that's good. Let's go back to the kayak. But yeah, then I jumped a little bit in the patch notes. But or the update notes, I should say. But it doesn't matter. I had a quick test of the spear underneath the water. That was excellent. And let's see. There was something regarding the airboat seat positioned correctly and a visual update. Alright. Let's test it out. The airboat. I'm not really a fan of the airboat. What's wrong with the orb? It's making this funny sound. So here we have it. I can't really say for sure what they should... Oh, a little bit of lag. There we go. And I also heard Moby Wood, so maybe we can go over there just because. There we go. I see Moby. But yeah, it's a very noisy boat. I don't really like this boat. But then again, it's a big fan, so I guess it should be very noisy. But yeah, we can try out Moby Wood. Throw a few spears. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can evade those waves. And this also actually leads to another very important thing. They updated the pet boost. So the pet boost is now actually functioning. Meaning that when using like this parrot that I have right now, it increases the damage with 25%. So that is massive. Whoops. And as you can see, I get a lot of more experience when I hit. 3124 from a single hit with this spear. This one is of course the most powerful one in the game. But still, this pet boost hasn't been working, I would say. It has never been working. Before the remaster, it only gave 1% regardless what you had on a pet. So now you can actually use these boosts. So if you open up and go to pets, if you check out the mythical pet, you have all these values now. They are actually working, so it's very, very good. Okay, so I've been a little bit off track. I was supposed to follow the list step by step, but yeah, it didn't really happen. But apparently they also fixed pressing R while editing aquarium. It should no longer open the radio UI. I'm not sure if it did that to me, but then again, most of this aquarium editing I have done before the remaster, so maybe it was something that came during the remaster. I'm not sure, but we can put some more grass over here. No one will ever notice. So if I rotate the grass with R, it doesn't open the radio UI. And there we go, we got more grass in the aquarium. Thank you very much. But that would have been, of course, very annoying if it opened up the radio when you're supposed to rotate something. So, excellent. That has been fixed. We had 2 fixes on mobile. That was sprint button position. I'm not sure where it was placed. I think I... Oh, wait a minute. I see a chest. Excellent. Nice. 25 gems. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, but I don't really know if that position on the mobile, if it was different on different kinds of screens of the mobile or anything, but as far as I know, I could use the sprint when I was trying it and making a video earlier regarding mobile and sprinting, but alright. And there was also something related to boat color section or selection on mobile, so that has also been fixed. I haven't really made a video at all regarding boat colors. That might be something for a future video, because yeah, that's a pretty big thing actually in the game, to color your boat. So yeah, maybe maybe it's a entirely different episode when it comes to boat colors. And if you unequip your pet and join the game again at a later point, it has saved it, so it still remains unequipped when you join a game. I haven't tried it out because I rarely unequip the pet and leave it like that. Sometimes I do it just for videos, but as a normal player I don't really see a point why I should unequip the pet. But it's been fixed at least, so that's a little bit of quality of life thing, so you don't have to unequip it again if you join the game. Fishing rod rarity boost work. Well, that's a tricky one, because I didn't really know that the fishing rod rarity boost wasn't working, but it's quite difficult to say if something is working or not unless you can really see the difference. Like getting something related to rarity, I mean, when you fish like this, it's just luck based, and if you have something with more reeling speed, then that might show, because it's more obvious if you reel something very fast and if you're not. But okay, so a welcome change, I suppose, or a fix. And then they made it so boat despawn when outside map bounds. It means that basically if you go to the boundary or the border of the map, if you for some reason try to glitch your way through that border and go out in the, I would say, empty ocean, you will have your boat despawned. And that's good, because outside these borders in a far distance you also have all these indoor SFA areas and everything, and I believe that might have been the cause that some has been able to bring boats into special fishing areas to get benefits that is unfair, I would say. If you see this border, yeah, you know, it's there for a reason. You shouldn't be out there. But it will despawn your boat, so that's good. And then we have maybe the most important thing that we have had in a while. That's the fish index reward calculation. That it's changed and it's easier. And yeah, it is actually easier, because when I made this first video regarding fish index, it was complicated, not gonna lie. It was really complicated, because I had to use spreadsheets and all, just to keep track on how many fishes that I had from each color. And yeah, it was, I would say, unnecessarily complicated. You don't really need to do a lot of calculations. Now, by the way, I also have the key to the city, and that is just because actually of this change. Because now if you go into a fish and you can see catch all sizes of any 3 mutation, and now it's really any 3 mutation. So if you had like red, blue and green of this fish, it doesn't mean you need to have red, blue and green on all the other fishes. So that just makes it so much easier, and I'm so happy to see that, because otherwise you had to sort of kind of figure out which color you had the most of and then count. Very unnecessarily complex. So if we take a look what I had here to get the key to the city, as you can see, I had 1, 2, 3 full colors, and that's enough. Regardless of the other fishes, that's still enough. You have already reached the goal in this case for this fish. But I have 4, 5, so I had 5 full colors on this. As long as I have 3 or more, then I'm done. So that's perfect. And here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is more than 3, so that was also done. 1, 2, 3, 4 full colors when it came to the swordfish. By far it's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you get it. So as long as you had 3 colors with all the sizes, it doesn't matter what color. As long as you had that, it's enough, and it's gonna be so much easier now to get index rewards. But I still must say that when I say easy, it's still very time consuming, but it's more possible, and it really feels that it's within reach. But it does require a lot of fishing to still be able to get these index rewards. And regarding the fish index reward, it should be some fish index reward notification that is supposed to be displayed. When I got the key to the city now, I didn't get that notification, but maybe it was just because I had the rod in advance, because I made a video of it before I actually earned the reward. But it should be some kind of notification that is supposed to be displayed when you get a fish index reward, so that's nice. And we also have achievements displays the same number of fish needed as the fish index. They have aligned it, and yeah, excellent. Some updates regarding the possibilities to catch ocean fish in special fishing areas. It should not be longer possible, but I can verify that I have actually got ocean fish in special fishing areas still, so I don't think that is actually fixed. And the loot box no longer opens multiple when clicked fast. It meant the loot boxes, these chests, I believe it is. So if you did a real fast click here, it was possible if you were on a server that had some heavy lag. You could basically multiple press this open button very fast, and you could open more than just one chest at the same time. So yes, that's fixed. And you can remove ice block and lockpick from inventory. Not really sure what that actually means, because why would you want to remove your quest item from the inventory? But yeah, I suppose a little bit of freedom it could be good to have. Selling UI visual update. So the selling UI, so if we go to, let's see, we go to caster, do we see any differences here? I'm not sure. Do I? If I sell one, didn't really do anything. Sell all, sell everything. Should I sell everything? Maybe I should. It's just random trash. There we go. So I sold everything. But some visual update. I'm not sure if I could see what it actually was, but yeah. Alright. And they made Pixel Rod and Cyber Katana Rod the correct orientation. Wasn't aware of that either. It doesn't feel like I know anything about this game. So let's see if we can find this. Where is it? Cyber. Let's see. Cyber Katana. Okay, it's okay. The preview picture has changed, at least from the last time I saw it. Let's see. There we have it. Looks just like before, but yeah, the icon seems to be a little bit, let's say, thin, just like a like a thin line, but okay. And we have the pixel rod that looks very dark. All right, but of course, if you have this projection, it becomes very dark, because that's what the graphic is. I would prefer it from a side perspective, but they say it's the correct orientation, so yeah, okay. It doesn't really feel correct to me, but that's fine. It is what it is. I know at least what it is. And the final thing, the fish index final reward. So at the all fish, when you have... my number is very bad. I know, I should fish more, but it's a lot of things to do. But then you have this dolphin chariot. Mubi up again? Yeah, Mubi's up again. They are really killing Mubi now. But this one, it's possible to get this as a final prize now. We're gonna hopefully be able to take a look at it, what it looks like in the future. But as for now, that's what we had in the update that came a little bit over a week ago. Some of these things has really been a game changer. Getting the pet boost working now is awesome, really, really awesome. And getting this fish index fixed, I should say simplified, means also a lot, because it was just way too complex earlier to count what was really needed to be able to get the index reward. So good changes, and a lot of other things that is also nice to have in place. So excellent, really, really excellent. And yeah, I don't know. Now I have this airboat. I must go and change it. But regardless, that was all I had for you today. If you do have any questions and comments about this, please put them below. Like this video if you would like to see more content from Fishing Simulator. Please subscribe, and yes, have a nice day. I'm gonna park this boat right here, and yeah, I'm not gonna use you again, airboat. I don't like you. Bye everyone.